anyone who is not familiar with it, n8n is an open source workflow automation tool. It lets you connect different services and apps without writing a full code, even though it still needs some code. And in my opinion, it's a great tool for building custom automations quickly. So let's start. I will share my screen, and I will start from the first and very simple automation flow that only has 5 nodes. And the goal of this flow is to grab the text from my Google document and then to generate image based on this text. This text is basically the text for the post, and then to post both the caption and the image on Facebook. This is how n8n looks, and you build here like different, you ask it to perform something with different nodes, which you just press plus and you select anything you want. So let's see these nodes. And the first one is a trigger. And in this case, the trigger is when I am adding a new row to the my table. Here I have connected it to my Google account, and I selected the document itself. Yeah, and the trigger row is added. This is the table, and theoretically, when I add a new row here, it must trigger this whole flow to be performed. So let's test this event and see if it actually works. And I can see that it returned me 6 items. And this is correct because I already have 6 different posts in here. And on the next step, I would like to extract like just the last row, because I don't want to post all 6 items on Facebook. I would like to post just the latest one, like the last that I added to this table. So for that, I needed a code node, and I'm not a technical person. I'm a product designer, so I do not write code. So I just asked ChatGPT to write code for me for this particular step, and I can see that it works. It gives me just 1 item out of 6 items, and it's the last post that I added to the table. Like, want to read more? I'm checking here, oops, here, and yeah, it's want to read more. So this is correct. And the next step will be creating prompt. So the prompt for the OpenAI to generate image based on the text of my post. Basically, prompt is supposed to be like shorter version, let's say, of this text. So for that, I needed a code once again, and I asked ChatGPT, here is the code, and when I test it, I can see that I have a short prompt for AI. I create a square, professional, minimalistic image that visually represents the following idea. And the idea is basically the idea of this text. Okay, so we can proceed to the next node. I will try to test it now because it takes more time than the previous ones, because it actually generates the image based on the prompt. And for that, I needed to connect it to my OpenAI account to select that I want an image from it, and then just to drag this prompt in this cell. And here I see that, yeah, the image is generated. I can check it by using this URL. Yeah, once again. So here it is. Want to read more? Yeah, of course it's not perfect, but still it's on the topic of my post. So I can say that now both text and image are ready to be posted on Facebook. So I will try to test this step and see if it works. For that, I used a HTTP node, and I asked it to post caption and the image by URL, yeah, and then connected it to my Facebook, of course. And here is my page, and I can see that it is posted just now. You can see it, 12:42. It is posted, post text and image. But like we were just testing this flow by pressing all these test buttons. But let's try if it actually posts the text and the image. If I add a new row here in the table, I have the text prepared. It is supposed to make my flow performing. Let's see if it works. So it may take up to 1 minute, I think. Yeah, it is here. So both text and image we can see is posted on my Facebook just now. So this was flow number 1. And now we will proceed to more complicated flow. Here it is. And which goal is actually to reduce manual work by drafting answers on the support mails. So in this case, the trigger is when I receive an email. Yeah, and I will actually ask Thomas now to write me a support email, please, so we can see if it works. Yeah, so I receive email, then the content, like the text from this email, is taken and given to OpenAI so it can evaluate whether it's a support or not. I have a prompt here, like analyze the content of the following email and determine whether it's related to customer support. And then I have some customer support points for OpenAI to understand and evaluate. And then if it's not customer support, it does nothing. And if it's customer support, basically customer support AI agent is turned on. And what it does, it tries to answer with its own knowledge, like with OpenAI. And then if it can't, it takes some data from Knowledge Center, let's say, which is basically this document that I prepared beforehand. It's customer support policy and frequently asked questions. So it searches the answer in here and then tries to answer, and no, not tries, but actually answers and creates the draft of the answer. So then human customer support agent can come and just review the answers and maybe edit them if needed. And yeah, so it can't replace, human, but it can, as I said, reduce manual work. So you can see that here I have a new mail message from Thomas, and I haven't even opened it, but I already have a draft. And here it is, like, hi, Thomas. Thomas forgot his password. And here we say that thank you for reaching out. To reset your password, please click forgot password. Link on the login. It's okay answer. Of course, based on the data that you have fed your knowledge center. I think that's it.